How about a little clap? Oh! Wow. Coming up next, it's Cartoon Planet, followed by Waynehead on Cartoon Network.
Marvin, Moe, Rod, Waynehead!
Today at 12:30 on Cartoon Network.
It's a world in peril. And this world needs heroes. It needs dogs. Oh, yeah, dog heroes.
Let me get this straight. We saved the world, and a doggy biscuit is the thanks we get for a job well done?
That's about the size of it. Road Rovers, heroes, dogs. Today at 1 on Cartoon Network.
This is Cartoon Network, Toon TV.
Yo, everybody, my name is Waynehead. I wear a hat all the time, and the color is red. I live right here in the city high-rise. Let me take a moment to introduce the guys. There's Marvin. He's a little half-pint. He wants to be taller with all of his might. My brother Mo is a sneaky con man. He'll cut us up a deal whenever he can. And finally, Rising Tooth. Oh, yeah, here they come. One has got big hair and the other big gum. Go check out my show. No one will call you a jerk. Today at 12:30 on Cartoon Network.
Yes, Cartoon Network is the home of the greatest cartoon stars, but just because they're stars doesn't mean they don't make mistakes. It's bloopers of the cartoon stars.
Take one.
Got it.
I'm so happy!
Cut!
What?
You're not really happy, you're sad, get it? It's funny!
If you say so.
Jetson, you're hired! Hired?
Cut. It's not funny till somebody gets hurt. Take 8.
Cut!
Sorry, Scoob.
Jetson, you're fired!
But Sister Macy.
Take 42.
So next time you're watching Cartoon Magic, just remember some of the hard work our dedicated professionals put in behind the scenes on the home of the greatest cartoon stars, Cartoon Network.
Fix the sign.
Coming up next, it's Waynehead, followed by Road Rovers on Cartoon Network.
It's time to do the thing today, the Cartoon Network thing to do. We say what we say to you, and you go do that thing we say. The Cartoon Network thing to do, today's Cartoon Network thing to do.
Today's Cartoon Network thing to do is the turn your friend inside out thing. First, watch your best friend inhale some little eggs, and then punch him in the stomach and watch chickens come out. Then have him suck the chicks back in, only he missed one, and so he sucks that in. But then he sucks you in too, and then you see how tasty his ribs look, so you try to take a bite out of him, only when you do, you pull him inside out, and oh, he's gonna be mad at you.
Well, that's it for that cartoon thing, today's Cartoon Network thing to do. So you go do that thing thing we said. 'Cause once you've done that little thing, it's the Cartoon Network thing you did. Today's Cartoon Network thing you did. Love ya.
Sunday night at 12:30 on Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Russ Powell, Bob Abdu, and Pete Michael. Here on Cartoon Network.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Droopy.
Hello, folks.
2 words, laugh riot. Drupal is somewhat smaller, pretty much the same character disguised as a sun. 1 word, genius. It's like 2 Droopies, thus twice the hilarity. Only a 3-hour super chunk Drooporama could handle this much pure comic energy.
I'm tiny, but I'm TNT.
Today at 4 on Cartoon Network, brought to you by Tootsie Pops. Do you know how many licks it takes to get to the chocolatey, chewy Tootsie Roll center?
Hi, I am Weasel here. My super genius colleagues and I are busy working on an important project for Cartoon Network. All cartoons will air at the same hour in the Eastern and Pacific time zones, with the Central 1 hour behind and the Mountain 1 hour ahead. For example, Cow and Chicken will air Tuesdays 8 p.m. in the Eastern and Pacific, 7 in the Central, and 9 in the Mountain. Confusing? I realize. But if we all work together, we will build a more complete cartoon world.
Dr. Quest, be careful.
And now, back to the show.
What kind of dog is Scooby-Doo? He is not a dog.
He's a Doberman. He's a hound dog. That's what he is.
A Rottweiler and a hound dog put together.
I think he's a hound dog.
He has the brain of the human.
Oh, guys, but he doesn't talk. He just mumbles.
That's
What would he eat if he didn't have Scooby Snacks?
He'd eat Skittles.
I eat Skittles for lunch, chocolate roaches for breakfast.
Those chocolate roaches there are delicious.
Yes.
I know.
And caramel caterpillars for dinner.
Don't make me barf.
They're good, especially if you put ketchup on them.
And now it's time for another edition of Learn to Draw. You know, cartoon characters look really complicated, but you can draw just about all of them by putting together very basic shapes. Let's take one of the simpler cartoon characters and show you what I mean. Sure, the Shmoo. He'll do. Now, just looking at the Shmoo, you can tell his main shape is, you guessed it, a rhombus. Once you've made the rhombus, you just add a simple octagon on top, then add a trapezoid, then this parallelogram over here, add a septagon, then just inscribe a 37-degree arc off the most acute angle of this pentagon here, while traversing this angle to make a hectogram. Let me just real quick here, I'm gonna do some math here. The perimeter is a function of the derivative in relation to the cosine. I gotta get a square root here. Carry this, and the yield is, what is it? The Shmoo! Wait, almost forgot the whiskers. It's a snap. Told you. Coming up next, it's Road Rovers, followed by the Super Friends on Cartoon Network.
Droopy.
Hello, folks.
2 words, laugh riot. Drupal is somewhat smaller, pretty much the same character disguised as a sun. 1 word, genius. It's like 2 Droopies, thus twice the hilarity. Only a 3-hour super chunk Drooporama could handle this much pure comic energy.
I'm tiny, but I'm TNT.
Today at 4 on Cartoon Network, brought to you by Tootsie Pops. Do you know how many licks it takes to get to the chocolatey, chewy Tootsie Roll center?
Hi, I am Weasel here. My super genius colleagues and I are busy working on an important project for Cartoon Network. All cartoons will air at the same hour in the Eastern and Pacific time zones, with the Central 1 hour behind and the Mountain 1 hour ahead. For example, Cow and Chicken will air Tuesdays 8 p.m. in the Eastern and Pacific, 7 in the Central, and 9 in the Mountain. Confusing? I realize. But if we all work together, we will build a more complete cartoon world.
make a quest. Be careful.
Fred, like meat. Wilma, cook meat. Wilma, cook meat. Fred, eat meat. You laugh. Meat, funny. Flintstones, today, 3:30, Cartoon Network.
You know, men, back in my day, we used to explore these uncharted planets all the time. And I can tell you, they were never this much fun.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Who are you?
I'm Captain Crook. I want to be an action hero like the ones in this comic book.
Oh, really? That's a DC comic with superheroes who possess special powers and secret weapons. So what's your secret weapon, Captain Cluck?
A 500-pound partner.
Medic.
Your favorite Cartoon Network stars now have their own DC Comics. Get one free. Call this toll-free number for the comic shop nearest you.
And tell them Captain Cluck.
Tonight at 7 on Toonami.
And now, back to the show.
Next time on Toonheads, we'll pay tribute to Hanna-Barbera's main voice talent, Daws Butler.
Coming up next, it's Cartoon Planet, followed by Space Goes Coast to Coast on Cartoon Network.
Look, it's a special announcement.
Got some good news for you. We're cooking up 25 kids with Nintendo 64 systems and the newest Nintendo Adventure Banjo-Kazooie. 500 others win a Banjo-Kazooie game pack. Be the first one to get your hands on this new game, not yet available in stores.
I see it, but I don't believe it.
All you have to do is send us a postcard, and if we pick yours, you win. But where do I send it, you ask? Well, that's the catch. If you want in on the action, watch Cartoon Network to get the address. Get in or get out.
Hello, I am Weasel here to set the record straight. Some of you are not clear on the difference between a cartoon such as this and the high-quality animated entertainment of cartoons, such as myself. What's a cartoon, you ask? Let's take a look. This is a cartoon. This is something wholly other. This is a cartoon. This is, in color. This is a cartoon. This is, well, you get the idea. To review, I am a cartoon.
I are cartoon too, also.
You know, for once he's right. Watch Cartoons on Cartoon Network.
Okay, question. Chicken, would you say you crossed a road to get on TV 5 nights a week?
That's a good one.
Starting Monday, Cow and Chicken is on weeknights at 8:30 on Cartoon Network.
Dexter's testing his latest invention. Little does he know that I, Mandark, have sabotaged it.
It's Dexter's Duplication Contest with 100 daily winners. Coming soon.
Coming up next, it's Space Goes Coast to Coast, followed by Gumby on Cartoon Network.
This is where we take the time to answer letters and email from you, our beloved viewers. Welcome to Cartoon Network Responds. Here's a letter from Ronald. Dear sir, this program that you call Two Stupid Dogs is one of the most vile programs for children on the air. Today, the small dog was swimming in a pool of spit from the big dog. This show is a flagrant disregard for decency just to get a laugh. Let's clean things up or get off the air. Ronald, in answer to your question, that wasn't just any old spit. No siree. Cartoon Network searches far and wide for the finest salivas available. Every day at dawn, saliva is lovingly collected from the mouths of hundreds of baby howler monkeys. This precious cargo is then flown via C-130s to Cartoon Network headquarters, where it is carefully parceled out to each and every episode of Two Stupid Dogs. So, Ronald, remember, we worked this hard to get spit so you don't have to. Stay tuned for more of your letters right here on Cartoon Network Responds. Until next time, pen pals.
The Cartoon Network has many stars, but only one sun. A giant celestial body that is in some way linked to every toon alive. And that sun is named Velma. Every toon, everywhere, has a connection to the Cartoon Network's bespectacled super sleuth, like Brainy Smurf, who's terrorized by Azrael, who's littermates with Sebastian, who tours with the Pussycats, who are assisted by Alan, who shares clothes with Freddy, who solves mysteries with Velma. Then there's Betty, who takes step aerobics with Judy, who shares a house with Astro, who goes to speech therapy with Scooby, who solves mysteries with Velma. Space Ghost battles Zorak, who did a guest stint on Jabberjaw, where he was captured by a guy who looks remarkably like Shaggy, who solves mysteries with Velma. It's easy to trace a path to Velma, that gaseous star at the center of the Cartoon Network universe. What's your connection?
Hello.
Hello.
You're a squirrel, aren't you? I'm a squirrel too, only I'm a lot cuter. Where I come from, all of the animals are cute. And we sing songs when we feel happy.
Oh, brother, not that, not that.
Wanna know why? Because we have beautiful princesses and magical fairies who scatter twinkly sprinkles, and we love to frolic, and we snuggle and cuddle and giggle and tickle.
Cartoon Network, in accordance with FCC regulations, offers this 60-second forum for opinions and editorials from our cartoon stars.
Hi there, I'm Freddy from Scooby-Doo. Did you know that every day over 19 mysteries go unsolved in this country alone? Right now, Daphne, if you're watching, please call me. I left, I don't know, maybe 134 messages, but you haven't called me back. There might be something wrong with your answering machine. I drove by your place 8 times last night around 4 in the morning, but you were probably sleeping. Listen, Daphne, I don't have much time. Please, call me. And Velma, you little traitor, how could you set Daphne up with Alan from Josie and the Pussycats? What were you thinking? He's me with more muscles. You can just forget about the Fiona Apple tickets, little Miss Matchmaker. I mean it.
The opinions expressed in this editorial are not necessarily those of Cartoon Network or its affiliates.
Cartoons that never made it.
He's always eager to know, to put on a show. Rupert, the dancing Rupert. He'll do his soft shoes to entertain you. You can laugh if you dare, but you'll be captain for air. Rupert, super duper. Just give him one look, and it's you that is hooked. Rupert, magic Rupert. He can watch you and throw. Just look at him go. Rupert. He's a Ripper. Don't let them you know for next week's big show. Ripper, the dancing Ripper. He can march to and fro. Just look at him go. Ripper. Ripper.
Coming up next, it's Gumby, followed by Hong Kong Phooey on Cartoon Network.
Dexter's testing his latest invention, a machine that will duplicate his show 5 nights a week on Cartoon Network. Little does he know that I, Mandark, have sabotaged it. Sabotaged it. Sabotaged it. Whatever Dexter puts into the machine will be duplicated. Not 5 times as he expects, but hundreds of times. Haha, genius. Let's see you get out of this one.
Help save Dexter by entering Dexter's Duplication Contest. Dexter's trapped under an avalanche of prizes and needs you to try and win them.
Dexter? Woohoo! Prizes!
Just watch his show every weeknight at 8 on Cartoon Network. When you see the 1-800 number, call to become one of 100 winners. There will be 100 winners every night all summer long. So watch Dexter's Lab weeknights at 8, call, and you could win. It's Dexter's Duplication Contest, brought to you by the all-new DZ. With new stuff all the time, it's never the same zone twice. Are you ready for the new DZ?